Hey guys, this is Jeremy and I am filming this video today as part of my colon cancer journey. I am having a colonoscopy tomorrow. It is almost a year to the day since I had my surgery. I had my surgery on November 20th, 2018. Today is November 18th, 2019. And I'm doing a bowel prep for colonoscopy tomorrow. So I'll take you through my entire day. Let me see if I can, let me see if I can show you this. I was given a diet to follow, which actually allows me some food. Now the food gets progressively less and less as the day goes. For breakfast, this is actually a pretty big breakfast. I get 2 grilled cheeses, all white bread, 1.5 ounces of cheese, 1 tablespoon of butter, and then I also get, and this is, I'm struggling hard this morning, half a cup of milk. So it's not Star Wars milk, it's just a blue cup. I get a little bit less for lunch and then even less for dinner. I'm allowed sports drinks and Jell-O until midnight, provided they don't have red food coloring in it. So I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna head to work, and then I will tell you everything else I'm eating as the day goes. I thought I should go ahead and show my lunch in case I don't have time to film it at work. This is 3 ounces of tuna, half a cup of ice cream, and half a cup of rice. I was allowed 2 tablespoons of oil or fat to cook the meat with. Well, I didn't have to cook the tuna, but I thought the oil might be important for like bowel lubrication type things. So I put some butter and a little bit of sugar, which I'm allowed to have in the rice. So this is my lunch. I'm gonna take a sports drink to drink mid-afternoon, but this is what I have going so far. Well, as I mentioned, the meals get progressively smaller. Half a cup of milk, a cup of Jell-O, which I can have more Jell-O tonight. I'm not really sure why Jell-O was mandated for dinner. And 1.5 ounces of cheese. This is the last solid food I'm eating until I wake up for my colonoscopy tomorrow. All right, guys, you're either watching this as part of my colonoscopy prep, or you are about to do a colonoscopy prep of your own using Plenvu, and you want to know what to expect. So I'm going to walk you through this whole process. I have done a colonoscopy before. I've done 2 different preps. I think I did one called Sue Prep once, which was one of the worst things I've ever done. It took sheer force of will to keep me from like barfing up everything as I drank it. That was before my bowel surgery. That one was by far the worst. For my colonoscopy last year, I did one called Movie Prep, which wasn't terrible. It tasted like salty lemonade. I had a few gag moments in my morning dose, but it was bearable. Now this one I've heard is better. I just have to show you this. In my paperwork here, my hydration lady is someone with a mop. So like, why is a maid with a mop telling me to stay hydrated? Is this because I'm going to poop my pants and she's there to clean it up? I don't know. I just found that very odd. But as you can see from my directions, my first dose is at 6 p.m., which is right now. They give you this nice little, I guess it's a little bigger than a pint. The fill line is 16 ounces. I put this in the fridge because they say if you drink this cold, it is much better. And my experience last year with my preps is that cold was better. So I have this nice big box. My doctor gave me directions and I was told to follow those regardless of this. I know that some gastroenterologists do not let you eat at all before a colonoscopy, and then some actually let you do a very low fiber, low residue diet, which is what my doctor did. So I did one last year and it went fine. So there is a very lengthy set of directions. I'm not gonna worry about this because my doctor gave me directions, and then I have this nice little box. So here we go. This carton contains dose 1, and then dose 2 comes in 2 pouches. So let me just get this opened up here. Sorry, I know this is thrilling video. All right, here we go. Plenvu dose 1. Now dose 1 is supposed to taste like mango. I'm not a huge mango fan, but hopefully it won't taste like salty lemonade. I had done some Googling. I'll wait till I finish opening that to stop rattling wrappers. I've done some Googling and I've seen everything from people saying it was the worst thing they've ever tasted to not that bad. I'm hoping it's not that bad. So I am supposed to, sorry, that came out weird. Empty this into my mixing container, mix or shake until completely dissolved. So let's do that. There's a little tear tab, and I'm just going to cut it open because it shows me a pair of scissors, first of all. Even though my drawing shows that it's orange, I was told that this would be clear. So here we go. Oh, that's a lot. And there's still a bunch in here. I'm going to set this down so I can do this with both hands because there's a lot in here. Oh, gracious. Okay. This is going to be thick. I can already smell it. And it's not... There's a medicine-y hint to it, but it's not awful. I've certainly done worse. I'm going to cut this open to make sure I get it all out. Granted, some people don't eat it all the day before, and I've gotten to eat today, so I guess I really can't complain. But I'm also not going to waste today. So you can see there is a lot of white in there. All right, so I'm putting my lid on very tightly, and it says to shake it up until fully dissolved. You can also use a spoon, but I'm just going to shake. Nowhere near dissolved, so I'm just going to keep shaking, keep shaking. This may take up to 2 to 3 minutes. It also says to take my time drinking, slowly finish the dose within 30 minutes, which that leads me to believe they probably don't necessarily want me to chug it, which is a shame because I would much rather just get this done. So I will drink it very slowly over 30 minutes. Let's see how that looks. I can still see some stuff floating around when I hold up to the light, although it is getting a little better. Let's do a little bit more. Now, I am doing my procedure at 7:30 in the morning. I have to be there at 6:30, and I guess to give me time to mix and poop and all of that, I have to wake up at 3 a.m. Have you ever been on YouTube and you wonder how you end up watching a fat dude shaking bowel prep? Like you're in that weird video part of YouTube? Well, you're here. Okay, I think I'm mixed up. All right, so let's... It smells like mango. This isn't terrible smelling. So here we go. Let's see. Not the greatest. Of the preps I've done, this one might be the best tasting. There's something salty in them always. I guess that's just a part of it. The sodium sulfate, perhaps. Sodium ascorbate. I don't know. Sodium chloride. Potassium chloride. There's a lot of salt things in here that just make it taste salty. I think that is just part of it. So I am going to drink this for the next 30 minutes. I have a straw, but since I'm supposed to drink it slowly, I'm probably not going to worry about that. And then I fill this up again with water, drink that slowly, and then I'll probably spend the rest of the night pooping. So don't worry, I'm not going to film that. But I'm going to tell you all about it. All right, thanks for watching. I'll be back in your time in just a bit. All right, guys, it is like 2:55 in the morning. I am not a morning person, period. Because I knew this alarm time was coming, I did not sleep well at all. I think I was afraid I might oversleep, but I've got my cold water again. Now, this time, rather than have one pouch for some reason, there are two. I'm guessing there is some type of chemical reaction that happens once these two are mixed. I don't know, but I just know that I'm supposed... I said that again, supposed. Is that a word? It's sounding very odd. I am meant to open these, pour them in here together, shake them up, and drink over the next 30 minutes. This flavor is supposed to be fruit punch. Now, I prefer fruit punch to mango, so I am very hopeful that these will taste better. But here we go. You can't really see what I'm doing, I realize, but it's more white powder. It smells different, but that's still that kind of same medicine-y sweetness from last night. I'll be honest, I had a little bit of trouble drinking it last night. I didn't gag, but it also was a real effort to get it all in, to get it down without gagging. And last year when I was doing movie prep, I remember the morning dose was much harder for me. So I am not going to lie, I'm a little more nervous about this one. But Let me get this shaken up. It worked the way it's supposed to. Okay, sorry. You're watching a video about colon prep, so I'm just going to be honest. We're talking about my poop right now. I finished drinking everything around 6:45. I'm going to say by 7, maybe an hour after I started, I had my first bowel movement. It started off solid, like feeling like I'm taking any other poop. And if you've ever done this prep, you know, then it's like just the waterfall of, well, diarrhea, basically. It's not painful like diarrhea, so there's at least that much. It's just water. Now, because I had drank, or because I'd eaten the blue Jell-O, it was bright lime green when I got up 30 minutes later. Seriously, I sat on the toilet for a good 30 minutes. Every time I think I was almost done, it would come again. So typically, every time I've done a prep, it's been bright yellow when I'm done. Clear, transparent, but yellow. And the green is getting lighter, so I'm hoping after this dose, which will hopefully clear me out entirely. Lord, I do not want to do this again for nothing. Sorry, still a little congested in my throat. Hopefully it'll just be nice and yellow the way it's supposed to be. So here we go. I don't want to do this. All right, so this is the fruit punch flavor. Better than the mango. No. It reminds me of like the taste if you accidentally chew up an aspirin with salt. That's what it's reminding me of. All right, so I'm gonna force this down. I drink this. Sorry, my alarm is about to go off. Let me dismiss that. I drink this, then I fill this with water. I drink that, and then I'm done. At that point, it is just a case of pooping it all out, and I'll report to the surgical center at 6:30 for my colonoscopy. So if you're just watching for the Plenvu, that's going to be the end for this video. So thanks so much. It's not the greatest, but it's bearable. It's tolerable. You can do it. Just choke it down. What else can you do? So if you're just here for the Plenvu, this is the end of it. If you're here for the whole colonoscopy prep, I'll do more, or the whole colonoscopy experience, I'll do more as the morning goes. So thank you so much for watching. Some of you bye. For the rest of you, stay tuned. All right, guys, it is 6 a.m. almost. We're getting ready to go to the surgery center. This is just kind of a quick Plenvu update. I threw up this morning about an hour after I drank it. Now, my bowel prep, I think, still went fine. My bowel movements at this point are just yellow liquid that's transparent. That's gross, but that's what happens. When I threw up, sorry, my wife is making a smirking sound over here because I'm talking about pooping on YouTube. Whenever I threw up, it was entirely water and mucus. It was not pleasant. I was doing my best. I tried for 15 minutes to keep it from happening, and then just, no, it was coming. I think my bowel prep still is okay. I think enough had passed through my system to get me flushed out. But I'm just telling you this because I don't throw up easily. And I just kind of want this to be a little bit of a warning for you. If you are prone to vomiting, I might be very careful and aware of this when you take your Plenvu. I mean, some people have no trouble with it. For me, it was, I guess I might have to say it was the worst prep I've ever taken because I haven't thrown up on either of the other two. On the one I took with my bowel surgery, that one was rough. That one was really close, but I managed to keep it down. This one, no doing. I think part of the problem was the cold water I drank after was sitting on my stomach so hard. I'm wondering if perhaps I had maybe drank warm broth or something. That would have been better, although that sounds terribly gross as well. So I don't know what I could have done differently. But anyway, just be aware of that if you are doing Plenvu. I hope it goes better for you. Leave a comment describing your experiences so anybody who's happens to be looking at Plenvu and sees this YouTube video, they can get your experiences from the comments as well. So, all right, guys. So my colonoscopy is done. It is 9:30. We have something called the Greenview Surgery Center in my hometown, which is where my gastroenterologist works, which was so much better than doing it in the hospital last year. I got there at 6:30 and it's not even 10 a.m. yet, and I'm already home and done, which was awesome. Good news is things went well. I obviously don't have any real results yet. He gave me some paperwork, which I am flipping through. One thing that was really neat, so if you're grossed out by images of colons, you might not want to look at this, but he actually gave me pictures of my colon. So I'm assuming that yellow bit is, you know what that is. But I just thought that was really quite cool. So, here is what I was told. He knew I had internal hemorrhoids. I didn't. Apparently a lot of people have these, but he fixed them, so that's good. I do have some diverticulosis in the sigmoid colon. I knew I had this from before. I thought my bowel surgery removed most of that, but I guess there's still some. I have patent colonic anastomosis, which I think that just refers to the fact that my colon was resected last year during my surgery. There were 2 polyps that he removed, one in the sigmoid colon, one in the cecum. And I was told that I need to do a repeat colonoscopy in a year, probably until I have a clean colonoscopy. This is what I will need to do. With polyps, it's not clean. However, I haven't talked to my doctor yet except to say hi to him right before they put me out. But he talked to my wife and she said that he emphasized he was very pleased. He's not at all worried about the polyps. One was 10 millimeters, one was 7 millimeters, which are pretty small. And like the one in the cecum, it might have been there since before my surgery. Who knows? I mean, I guess they both could have been. I go back to see him in 2 weeks, so I'll know more then. I will do another video then. But I'm back. I am done. I don't have to do this again for another year. Thank goodness. Because the colonoscopy itself is fine. The prep is pretty awful. But I have my results. Everything is good. I'll know more in 2 weeks. But for today, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll update as I learn more information. Hey guys, this is several months after that last video, but I just wanted to record an update because for one reason I realized I never posted my colonoscopy or my prep. And I think I did a Ranger Project daily video where I talked about what he said, but I thought since I have this video here, I should just go ahead and clarify everything. As I mentioned in one of the pop-ups of text earlier, he did not fix my internal hemorrhoids because you really can't. Now, I did not know what hemorrhoids were, and he explained that to me. Hemorrhoids are basically an inflamed blood vessel. Internal means they are inside my body. And he said there's nothing to really worry about. Keep an eye on it. And the best thing I can do is make sure I eat plenty of fiber. So I've made a concerted effort to up my fiber intake since then. He was very pleased with the results. He basically said, you know, everything was great. No sign of the cancer returning. The chemotherapy hopefully helped with that. Hey, maybe the surgery alone did it. Maybe I'm truly cancer-free forever now. But in any event, rather than coming back in a year, I don't have to come back for 18 months. So I've already got my colonoscopy scheduled for June of 2021. But I'm pretty excited that I don't have to do this anytime soon. So if you watch this video because you are doing your colonoscopy, if it's your first one, the prep is rough, but that is by far the worst part. Please don't be nervous. The peace of mind that comes from doing this, even if you get bad news, you need to know. And the peace of mind is fantastic. If it's bad news, then you'll know what to do to treat it. And hey, it might be good news and there's nothing to do. So feel free to shoot me an email. Feel free to leave me a comment here. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try and do regular colon cancer updates as I go on this journey. I mean, I've got a CT scan here in a few weeks. Next week, I'll share a video after my last oncology visit. So even though I'm in remission, this journey is not over. It probably never will be. And, you know, that's okay. Things are going well. So thank you so much for watching. If I can help in any way, please let me know.